the one companion that's always going to be with you is yourself. And I think the first thing you have to do is we have to get ourselves to the point where we don't necessarily need a companion. It's not ideal, but it's doable. And sometimes it beats the alternative. And sometimes we choose less than ideal companions because to us, that beats the alternative of not having any companion. And the reason why we cannot face the concept of not having any companion is because we're not comfortable with ourselves as a companion. You know, if you're going to create anything of value in this life, even if it's with other people, you're going to have to be willing to be on your own for a bit, to forge on your own, to take walks alone, and then return to people, to your tribe, so to speak, and share with them what you've learned, or maybe even just show up with whatever energy shift has occurred while you were off. Just a long walk with nothing but my thoughts and the sound of my own footsteps. At first it felt wrong, like I was missing something, like I'd forgotten someone, but what I was really missing was distraction. Old conversations came up, mistakes I never apologized for, decisions I rushed just so I wouldn't have to sit with myself. I wasn't lonely, I was unfamiliar with myself, so I kept walking.
How so much of the beginning is literally burning the one thing you have, which is time, because you have no leverage. You don't have the money to pay other people to help you. You don't have the resources to go get someone to you. No one can learn it for you. No one can work out for you. Doesn't matter how much money you have. No one can learn skills for you. And so in the early days, it feels so painful because you look around to see who can help you. And then you're like, it's me. Again, there was no team. It was you. There was no mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing, rock bottom. No one checking on you, no one asking how it's going, no one noticing if you win or lose today. Just you waking up and realizing the day will move forward whether you show up or not. Being alone is eating the same meal again because it's cheap and it works. It's training when no one knows you're training. It's learning something slow with no guarantee it'll ever pay off. It's finishing a day with nothing to show anyone, but knowing you didn't waste it. Some days you miss people, not because they helped, but because they distracted you from how hard this actually is.
Where is my focus going? I can always be upset about something. Where do you tend to focus more, your past, your present, or your future? We all spend all three, but where do you spend more of your time? Most of us who are achievers tend to focus on the future, but all the joy is in the present. The majority of people spend a lot of time in the past, and the problem is you can't change it. You're constantly focused on what's missing versus what you have. You're focused on what you can't control. And there's two worlds, right? The external world, the internal world, we can't control. The external world, we can influence it. The part we can control is what's going on inside of us, and that we can control what we focus on. We can control the meaning. We can decide the meaning. We're the meaning makers, and we can decide what to do. And when we make those three decisions, we're in control of our life, and all the anxiety intends to go away, especially if we're trying to do that to serve something more than ourselves. Because you can't serve something more than yourself and not benefit. When you want some self-esteem, do something worthwhile beyond just yourself. We all know the two emotions that destroy your relationship, your business, your life. It's fear and anger. Those are two extremes. You can't be grateful and fearful simultaneously. You can't be angry and grateful simultaneously. But you look at somebody like Steph Curry and you see this guy, shoot the ball from almost half court. So he doesn't even look, turns around and just waves because he knows it's in already. And there's swish and the crowd goes crazy and people look at that and go, he's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. He's the greatest three-point shooter in history. There's no one like him. But what they don't pay attention to is that isn't like a little gift. He shoots 500 shots every single day, never less than that 7 days a week. for more than 15 years. His 15-year professional career. He's been doing it since before he was in college. His dad really trained him. So think of that, 3,500 shots a week, 168,000 shots in a year, 2 million shots in his 15-year NBA career. So he can make 3,600 shots, not even 1/10 of 1%. I tell people you get rewarded in public for what you practice in private. Focus is practice. Just like shooting, what you think about most is what you get good at. Worry gets sharper, fear gets faster, gratitude gets stronger, presence gets deeper. You don't wake up peaceful, you train it.
I think the most important thing for self-esteem is to find something you care about more than yourself. If you find something you care about more than you won't be thinking about yourself all the time, and all your self-esteem just goes out the window. The real question is, what do you want? If you want an extraordinary life, my definition of that is life on your terms. Some people it's 3 beautiful children, a white picket fence. Some people it's building a multi-billion-dollar business. Somebody else, it's writing poetry instead of looking for somebody else. It's like, okay, what do you really want from your life? And aligning yourself with moving forward towards what you really want. If you can do that in a way that also you feel is serving others simultaneously, there's a sense of meaning in life that can't be replaced by self-esteem or praise or compliments or being nice to yourself. And I don't think it's bad to be tough on yourself. I'm pretty tough on myself. We'll be honest with you, being overly tough on yourself usually comes by making comparisons that don't make sense. You're comparing to somebody else's life that has a totally different path, a totally different experience. We all develop in different stages and different things. We all want different things, but eventually you wake up and say, it's good to be strong with yourself, but beating yourself up just lowers your energy. And when your energy gets lower, you produce less, and you don't have the same level of joy. You don't have the impact that you want to have, nor do you have the excitement that you really want to have. So I look at it as something that it's worth earning your own self-esteem, but it's really not the secret. The secret is find something else you obsess about more than yourself, and you'll have a level of energy that will compel you over the long term. People think confidence comes from fixing themselves, improving themselves, thinking about themselves all day long. But the more you stare at yourself, the smaller your world gets. Over time, you stop asking, am I enough? Because you're too busy doing something that is